Mariella is a performer choreographer in Moebius and Werner the sound artist for the soundtrack of the film, and Sabine Klaus is the director of Away, so the first film we saw, the Black Box. Is there any question or comments straight away, or should I just yeah, I was interested in both projects for different reasons, obviously, and I was just wondering what inspired both projects, actually, when you want to start.
I think Away was a sort of like reflection of my work and where I was. So it's just, we had actually quite a long thinking process over several months before I even touched anything and started it. Just like working as a video editor, video technician, just doing days on end, just like broadcast checks for like sometimes up to 18 hours a day, just standing in front of the screen, watching, and just like basically living in this television box, but at the same time being a performer and actually wanting to move and moving with the image, just so somehow it actually just really naturally just happened making this piece. So it's just something, the black box you see there is all obviously digitally created in After Effects and Photoshop, and I'm just performing in it. So I was actually just performing in a white space and then make this box which I'm moving about, and it is about that we all the time watch 2D on screen, but we're made to believe it's 3D, it's part of our lives, and we sort of like, it's like this meta-kinesis where actually sort of like reacting with it physically and interacting, and so it's like also being a bit like trapped in this frame, and so it's just like that's how it happened, and that's how I was inspired to do this.
And the box has a metaphor for your editing suite where you spend 18 hours.
Yes. When you start to see stars on your eyes, then you watch too much television.
And what about you? Like the project was made in Mexico?
No, it was actually filmed in France at the Performing Arts Forum, but it was a collaboration with moves08 in Mexico. Yeah, I mean, maybe starting with the title, Panes y Cebollas means bread and onions, for the non-Spanish speakers. And there is this saying, if you can live from panes y cebollas, from bread and onions alone, you can also live, that you can live from love and passion. And I think that was the notion that we really tried to explore. We found out that in different languages there are those food-connected proverbs concerning love. So, for example, in German we say von Luft und Liebe leben, or in French, vivre de l'amour. Yeah. So that was.
What are the translations for those?
Yes. I'm sorry. Living from love and air, that's the German one, and the other one is living from love and fresh water. So I think it's all connecting to this kind of emptiness or also food related, yeah, nourishment and love, and it's kind of embracing those three parameters. Yeah, I would say the whole film is really looking at hunger and desire, and is inspired from that.
What I find quite important is to say that normally the video or the film is part of a live performance. So it's a piece about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
40 minutes.
This is a performance, and this is usually screened as one section of the live performance. So this is following a section where we're talking with the audience about those quite intimate questions. How do you live your relationships, and how do you keep them going in time? We've also done some interviews with local people in Guadalajara, where we had like a second work phase. So yeah, it's a project that has many elements, and this was quite interesting actually for me also to see it as isolated and standing on itself, and I hope it can stand on itself.
And was the song created for the piece, or was it something that you had worked on already, but that?
No, I created it for the piece, but it was a longer process in the Performing Arts Forum. It was a kind of a lab where we had time to try a lot of different things. And of course, it's also the soundtrack, I think, is to listen to in context to the live performance, because I use normally a 5-point drum setup. And so always if I work with sound, there's always the quietness is always a part of it, and what you draw on quietness afterwards. So it's, I mean, it's different to, I mean, for the video it's okay, but it's different to bring the right sound in a space like this. This is a technical aspect. Yeah, and the source as well, for example, I mean,
was the cutlery sound produced?
Just cutlery, and the piano theme was taken by, the first rehearsals we used only Tyler, Total Eclipse of the Heart. And it was too much. We performed it once, but then we saw it was too much, and I just took the piano and switched it a little bit down. So it had the same feeling for me, like this turn around thing, which was represented by the group. So I decided to take this for the movie times.
It basically was this struggle to actually, this person was actually just basically walking along and basically stumbles into this box. And it's sort of like, between the investigation, but all of a sudden getting trapped in it, and then actually something you're interested in, but all of a sudden it actually captures you rather than you're capturing it, and you just sort of like fight it, and it actually hits you back. And you actually just wanted to actually have a bit of fun and play with it. So it's basically how this sort of like, this really love and hate relationship between me and the screen. I love it, but it's just like...
I think it showed how inquisitive you are.
Yeah.
Sort of. Nice.
Okay. Well, we can just like stop here then. The final screening of the festival